Let's get it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. DMV Sports fans. We are back. We're back. We're back again. Let us back, man. We must be doing something right. And we are right. Listen, we're happy to be here. You talk about these old guys, with something to say about everything and all things DMV. We call ourselves the OGs of the DMV. Also, DMV Sports Streets. Don't get it confused. We're the same group, same guy. We never let go of DMV Sports Streets as much as we do want us to. But anyway, we got something going on today that's very special because we went out, we got the up and coming, the phenomenal host of, hey, guess what? He's a starter. First String Podcast host himself. Toothpick in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's good?
What's up, baby?
Crazy Big Al, Deacon.
What's up, man?
That's right. This is him, Toothpick 74 in the house.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk some things. Toothpick is, as you can see, is already upgraded. He's upgraded. He's ready. He got the special hat on. And it's the Commanders.
The Commanders, that's right.
So let's go with that first initial question. And we're all going to ask all our guests this question. And Deacon, because we haven't had a guest on in a long time, go ahead and start queuing up what needs to be queued up at the end. He don't even know what we got for him. But anyway, so if you had your choice of a name to pick, what would it be? What was it? And if it was the Commanders, why?
All right, so my choice actually was like the Red Wolves or something, just going Wolves, period. Just imagine, right? I'm a big old Game of Thrones geek. I love the Game of Thrones, right? So I, could see people howling, bringing in, the wolf sounds. Think about that, right? Like, they do the smoke and everything already, but imagine like a wolf's mouth being there and they just come out that joint with the smoke and everything like that. The two red eyes, you can do all kinds of, you can play everything off of it, right? So that was my first choice, was some sort of wolf thing. As far as the Commanders go, it wasn't on my list. Now, it wasn't one of my favorites, but we gotta rock with it. So since I'm gonna rock with it, I'm gonna embrace it all the way. I'm gonna embrace it all the way.
Lean and rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with it. We embrace the Wizards.
Right. Man, you talk about a name that needs to be changed, right? That's what we need to get changed right there, because I'm not with them Wizards. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Right. So,
not too many people understand that.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the edits.
Yeah. but I mean, we the Commanders. Trey Z, I got some things that I'm gonna unveil a little later. Still working on it. Almost done. I'm telling you, it's about 90% done right now. So y'all, man, y'all see me, man. I broke out my motorcycle helmet. I got my motorcycle helmet done. I'm a Rough Rider. It was Redskins, so I embraced everything. So it is what it is. Like, my man cave still gonna be. You see Redskins, you're gonna see Wizards. You're gonna see football team stuff up in here. You're gonna see Commander stuff in here. I'm not getting rid of it.
Go ahead and put some Wizard stuff up there, man. Go ahead.
I got this small
put it on
corner.
two-sided tape.
I got this small corner right there, and for some reason it all say the district.
Got cobwebs on it.
Yeah, that's what. No. But it said, it literally
It's
says
the corner with the water stain. Everybody here who watches our show, that we have some folk coming back, we know Big Al's favorite name.
My favorite.
And we're going to break it up right now because it's always cool.
But,
Hey, Big Al, what name did you want?
Oh, man, Toothpick, I love the Red Tails.
Red Tails. Okay.
I had a vision how I wanted it to pick. I had no idea about the Commanders. I had a vision how I wanted the Red Tails. I had some of these young ladies from the PG County area, you know what I'm saying, with a little outfit on, And my boy Big Dan would have gave the thumbs up to him. You know how Big Dan is.
Big Dan. Big Dan. Big Dan. Big Dan.
Oh yeah. He all about the tail. He all about the tail.
The red tail dancers, baby. The red tail dancers. Hey, Deacon, play the red tail dancers, baby. Hey, man. Unfortunately, we have a different name. I'm gonna have to go with the Commanders. I gotta go with the Commanders, and just rock with it. Gotta rock with the Commanders.
Yeah, hey, but remember when the Cleveland Indians changed their name to the Guardians, right? It just came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere.
That's weird.
And
it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? They put it out there. They went with it, and you ain't heard too much about it. Right? So everybody got their jokes right now. They had their jokes. Oh, the Commanders, and we're gonna deal with it till we play all 32 teams, all 31 other teams, and then they're gonna get used to it. You're gonna get used to it.
They're gonna get used to that ass whooping.
There it is.
They're gonna get used to.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little different for football. And football being the number one sport, the name is kind of important. It's different with baseball and soccer and hockey. They all got them weird names, So they used to weird names.
Yeah.
Football's kind of a traditional sport, man. Commanders, I'm a commander at this point, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna put that too.
Put your hat on, Dick.
I'm not putting that.
You're not putting.
That's all right.
There you go. Bam.
Smitey, extra Smitey small. Deacon, you ain't gonna wear the hat, man?
That should be making me sweat, man. It's so fucking tight.
Hey, I would wait for you to put on that too small hat. I'm gonna get it.
I can't help what they sent me. They sent me the wrong size, but whatever.
We can't get nothing right. We can't get nothing right.
My choice was Red Wolves as well. Mm-hmm. I thought it just flowed well, came off the tongue well. Like I said, you can do a lot of stuff with Red Wolves, mascot wise, and just fan appreciation type stuff. Where you get in the stadium type stuff, where you're sitting there with no commercials. You can do a lot of stuff with Red Wolves. Commanders, I knew it was going to be Commanders, but it's whatever. I really didn't care. I was just waiting for it to be over with.
Yeah.
Because it took too long, and I knew the name was going to be, average at best. And then the rollout sucked. It was a bad marketing thing, man. The marketing team all need to be just fired and bring in a whole new team. I don't care if it's your daughter's school marketing team. They're probably better than these guys, but. Commanders, like you said, you're gonna get used to it. We got used to the Wizards. That was hard. Especially that first logo was just disrespectful. So
that was
it was horrible. It was horrible. So at least the Commander logo isn't something weird.
Well, are you talking about this?
That's right.
But they put
I got a news flash for y'all. This is not a logo.
Well, it's a badge.
That's the crest.
Have a logo. It's a crest, right?
Yeah, I got you.
We're the only NFL team with a crest. We are the only NFL team with a crest, because a logo is something that you put on your helmet. It's something that you put up on your graphics, right? Like the Redskins, that was a logo. We don't have one. So you telling us that you had 2 years to roll out a name, a logo, and you come up with a crest in the name that you wanted anyway. Like, truly, not only did you show everybody outside of the DMV that you are not competent in pulling things off, but you decided to take it to the Today Show and go, that was horrible are too. The Commanders.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the jackets. The jackets look good, man. I like it. I wish the W was a little smaller, but whatever.
They changed it.
Oh, yeah, they changed it. Yeah, but
they had to. But listen, real quick before we go, I'm just gonna throw my hat thing. I was Red Tails, but I had a little different vision. Big Al. I always thought, and I got you too big. I think I could bring you up. The stadium currently is right down the street from Andrews Air Force Base. And everybody in the DMV know when we have the Andrews Air Force Base show, they always bring out the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Every touchdown, if you could imagine, Because it can happen because they're that close. You can hear the planes roaring, Spitfires with red tails flying over. And as soon as they come over the thing, man, in the speakers you hear that. Man.
Ooh, that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty.
And on top of that, the red tails never lost one bump.
Facts.
The red tails never lost. The red tails don't lose. You know, you can just build upon that nostalgia. That's what it was. And I felt like if there's anything that's going to be any more, you know, patriotic, if there's anything that's going to be any more dramatic, hearing real live Spitfires flying over the stadium and the stadium rocking with machine gun fire, sir.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
Sir, you can have all the smoke you want.
Yeah.
But that's going to be from the other team because they're going to be smoked out.
Yeah.
When the red tails come to them. That was my vision. I thought that was awesome. You know,
along with being poetic on
Deacon, you can add Dave Bautista and his little that's what the red tail should have been right there. Right there. But see,
Hey,
I'm not on the marketing team.
You know, speaking of Dave Bautista, that's something they probably should have done. They probably should have reached out for somebody from WWE because them guys know how to put some things together. They
and
have
Dave
some
Bautista,
ideas.
the reason why I brought him up to pick him and add a little extra. He's from the DC.
From DC. He's
That's
from
right.
DC.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
DC, yeah.
Hey, speaking of soldiers and people in the military, I want to give much respect to the brothers and sisters out there and all the veterans, all the soldiers that's going over to Europe right now, and you know, and they're giving up their time and effort to help out Eastern Europe here, and hopefully, you know, it remains peaceful for what we do. You know, we can do some relief aid type stuff. We're not jumping into this battle here, but we're gonna definitely put our prayers out on the OGs of the DMV. They got much respect and salute out from the Commanders fans, respective to our veterans out there and our soldiers that's going to battle.
So here goes something y'all don't know about Pitt. I'm a 20 and a half year Navy vet.
Right. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, for your service.
That's right.
Been doing things. So I know what these folks is about to head into and what they thinking about. Like me, for what I did, it was always I'm going over there so they don't come over here and mess with my family.
That's right. That's right.
But I know I've been on Twitter and looking at some of these folks got things live going out where they're not attacking bases and things like that. They're attacking regular folks at their home, right? That's not right. You know what I mean? They don't have no anti-ground or air defense. Those are regular civilians. They're not rolling up on their bases. So that right there is breaking my heart right there. But hopefully our folks go over there and do what they got to do. Come back home safely. We sending some 80,000 over there, something like that. Hopefully all 80,000 come back home safely. That's my prayer.
That's right.
That's right. Commander Pick. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Right.
And before we leave the name, we got to bring up the uniform.
Okay.
Got to bring up the uniform. Right behind Deacon, you can see the 3 uniforms. I'm going to let you talk first. Of course, I got something to say. And just so you know, folks, at this time, before Pick says what he has to do, I need you to like and subscribe, or this channel is just going to stop. You're not going to hear what he has to say. That gonna work?
That'll work.
And come on,
that'll
Pick,
work.
do your
All
thing.
right. So the uniforms, I like the red uniform. I love the black uniform. The white uniform needs some work.
Trash.
The white uniform needs some work, and the work that the white uniform needs is it needs a touch of the gold. Put a touch of the gold in there, and it'll set it off. But you got to put it in the right spot. So I saw a couple of renditions. If you just add the gold into the arms, or even if you put if you want to keep the black numbers outlined, you got to inside it. You got to put the gold to play off of the burgundy. So you got your burgundy, your gold, and then you could touch that black in there. It's going to be okay. But here's the thing about those burgundy the white jerseys. When they go with the burgundy pants, they're going to be all right. when the burgundy jerseys go with the white pants, they gonna be all right. But that black on black uniforms gotta stay by itself. Black on black. Do not mess with.
Yeah, that's a specialty item.
Don't mess with that black on black uniform. And if you really want to get freaky with it, if you add some gold pants on them white jerseys, whew, fire right there.
Listen, that black uniform, that's playoff black.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
You don't mess with that. You come out hard with you, Dre. You come out with that's cowboy black. When we about to stick the Cowboys, you put on all black. It's a funeral, baby. We're going to Dick Braves.
I feel you on that. And see, I was thinking that them jokers were gonna look good on a Monday night game or a Sunday night game or something like that, Thursday night game. But yeah, just to even roll that out, we don't even wear the black uniforms until we're in the playoffs. That's even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go playoff black.
Right there. Big Al, what you got to say on it? You already heard.
Well, first of all, I want to say, hey, look out for the OGs of the DMV on the Tickety Top. My man Deacon is putting some work in on that Tickety Top.
Tickety Top.
Man, check us out on that Tickety Talk, baby. We on there, man. We got a little some jokes on there.
I'm gonna have to look y'all up because my wife got what she got this thing now called TTN. I was like, what the heck is TTN? She said TikTok net.
We on TikTok net. All right. TikTok tick.
Hey man, on the uniform though, man, I'm agreeing with y'all. I like the burgundy. The burgundy's fine. The black is special. The white needs some work. It's not bad, but it just needs some work. I can live with it. Some of the colors a little off. We got that. It's not the old burgundy and gold that we grew up with. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit off a little bit, but I can live with it. So I'm cool with the jerseys. I have no problem with the jerseys. I'm actually cool with the crest, especially when they updated the crest, the new crest that just came out. I'm cool with that. You know, I like the W. I got the curly W for the Nats on right now, so I don't mind the W. You know what I'm saying? But I would like some type of Commander C or somewhere to say Commanders or some type. I'm looking for some type of I don't know, animal or something running around, pig, somebody running around on the field, man. I gotta have some type of mascot. I want a mascot. You know what I'm saying?
A hog. Somebody said a hog dressed up in a fatigue, right?
Yes,
so that some digital camo or something like that.
Something, man. I gotta have a mascot.
I'm pass on the hog, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, let that be.
Let it go. Let's stay ambiguous, man. Let everybody. That way you can put any mascot you want.
Yeah, because I got one I'm bringing to the party.
I'm gonna say this, and I do appreciate.
See what I'm saying? You could have get a red wolf as your mascot.
Yeah, see,
already had it laid out
that
right there.
way. You can sneak it in.
So you have to spray paint the wolf.
Commander Wolf, and then all the people who was red wolves be, oh my God, it's Commander Wolf. But
hey, I never thought about it, man. Never thought about that.
So that's why you come to the OG show, man. Where wisdom is first.
Yeah.
But here's what I do know, and I'm a wise man to know that I could recognize a man that's colorblind. Too big, that's what you are. I understand. Military vet, colorblind. Hey, listen, check this out. The whites need to be burnt down. That's the only gold you should see is the flames.
The flames?
It's the terrible. It's just nasty. It's dumb.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Woo!
The black is innovative, I would say, because when you talk about one of the few teams in the NFL that talks about, even in their fight song, their colors. The dual black uniform is innovative. It's like stepping outside the box. Mm-hmm. The Reds, I mean that's all it is with me. Is meh. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather them just keep the good old fashioned Reds that we have now. I mean, it seems like it's a little off to me. I don't know, but again, I think
it's darker now. It's darker. Yeah, it's darker.
You told me these are prototypes, so it's not really the whole finished thing.
That's the other thing too. So I know, like me, the day that the name was released, everybody went and you tried to go grab your jerseys and everything like that. Terry McLaurin's jersey, Chase Young's jersey, and and Allen's jersey are the top sellers. They skyrocketed up because everybody had to have the new jerseys, right?
Mhm.
But if you notice, you're not going to get your jersey until April because they haven't been made. Because Nike only sent those 3 for them to model, look at. That's why they didn't have anybody in the full uniform. That's why they didn't have, people come out with different types of the jerseys on, because if you look back at Cincinnati, remember Cincinnati changed their uniforms up last year, right? When you go back and look, and YouTube is a crazy thing because you can always go back and find it. Go back to YouTube and look, and you'll see that their players have the uniforms on. So they was ready when they touched up their uniforms. They was already done. It wasn't no surprise, no secret, or nothing like that. But with this right here, yeah, they couldn't let it out the bag because, for one, people would have known the name without the helicopter flying over. They wouldn't have to do all those soft leaks and everything. Here's the video with the whole helmet and everything like that. So misdirection? There was no misdirection.
Right. That was
The misdirection was saying it was a misdirection.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. All right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. All the fluff is gone. We got that straight. We got the names. We got some almost. Now let's talk what we need. And this probably going to be the remainder of the show.
Okay, let's get it.
Quarterback in Washington. I think, without a shadow of a doubt, without even asking, I know you know the importance of a quarterback. And though my man Heineke, the legend, when it comes to playing Tampa Bay, the legend, did what he did, we all still realize that, hey, no, I'm just saying, when it comes to playing Tampa Bay, I'm putting in Heineke. I don't care who comes to Washington, because he's got Tampa Bay. But, yeah, we need a quarterback. So, with that being said, gentlemen, you heard the rumors. We have desires. What do you think is going to happen come the start of the 2022-23 season in quarterback position in Washington? Heineke, your boy, who's behind Heineke?
Allen. He's out of here. He's going to be out of here.
Think Allen's going to be out of here?
He doesn't have a contract. He doesn't have a contract.
He doesn't? That's the reason why you keep him. You give him a parking space and some nachos. Allen will be back up. Come on, man.
You don't have to.
What are you gonna be, a 4th-string quarterback?
Hey, he'll take it. But because who's gonna pick up Kyle Allen? But anyway, go. I'm gonna let the guest start. Quarterback, put you on the spot, man. What you got?
All right, so quarterback. Ron's talking about going out and getting one of the big 3. He's gonna have a big swing and a miss again.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
And I don't want to spend a draft pick on a quarterback unless we are absolutely for sure getting Russell Wilson, because that's the quarterback that will fit Kyle Allen's. I'm sorry. I said Kyle Allen. That's the quarterback that'll fit Turner's system, right? He's mobile. He know when to get down. He don't take big hits and things like that. So now your read option game that you have with Gibson is actually going to work. So you're going to miss on Russell Wilson because him and Seattle is going to make up, right? Even though I just got a flash that David Carr doubled down on Russell Wilson coming to Washington, I still don't believe it. We're going to mess that up somehow. So brace yourselves for this right here. Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky and a rookie. The rookie I would prefer as of right now. This is before the combine comes because I got the right to change my mind. So is Malik Willis for now. For now, because Malik Willis has the bigger upside of everybody else. He may not be ready, but you don't have to be ready if you have. Yeah, you don't have to be ready if you have Mitch Trubisky in front of him. Mitch has playoff. He's been to the playoffs, right? He has
like 10
got
years
a
ago.
team. Right, he got a team through a season. He knows how to read defenses. Plus, he just sat behind Josh Allen for a year. He just sat behind Josh Allen for a year. You can't take that and say, "Oh, it don't matter," because now you saw what a baller does. Raise your hand if you think Kyle Allen is not a baller.
Hey, listen. we saw RG3 sit behind my man in Baltimore. He
Lamar
can't do the
Jackson?
same thing.
We're not asking him to do the same thing.
I'm
So
just
what we
saying.
are asking him to do is bring what you learned in preparation, in going out and practicing, and then coming out on game day and being the man, because Kyle Allen was the man. And get the ball to your. I'm sorry, Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Sorry, Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's what a fourth string quarterback does, y'all.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Right there.
Yeah, look, you go back and learn what you saw from Josh Allen, and you let him do that. You know what I mean? It's like
Mitchell can't run.
Mitch
He
can
can
run.
run. He can run. He can run a
Mitch
little
can
bit.
run.
He can
Yeah.
run 10 years ago.
Mitch can
He can't
run.
that. Stop it.
I mean, he's not Josh
No,
Allen.
no, here's what I'm saying, and I'm gonna let you finish, but you can't sit Malik Willis behind Mitchell Trubisky and expect him to learn anything. Mitch is that's a whole different offense. Those two guys are different. No, they're not the same. One is not like the
Let the man have his opinion.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm acknowledge your comment, and I'm gonna shoot it down. All right. So everybody, load up. Get your rifles ready. Okay.
I'll do it.
So, who did Cordell Stewart sit behind when he played with Pittsburgh?
O'Donnell.
Neil O'Donnell. Could Neil O'Donnell run?
No.
Pull. Totally different person, right? But I'm shooting your theory down. Just
That was like
because
50 years
the
ago.
quarterback in front of you can't run
Yeah.
doesn't mean that the quarterback behind him doesn't come in with a better package and he's allowed to use his legs. Here's another one right here. Who did Randall Cunningham sit behind?
Man, you talking 20, 30 years ago.
Ancient Chinese
Offense was
secret.
changed.
It was the old man from Chicago, wasn't it? It was the old man from Chicago.
Jaworski.
Jaworski.
Hey, he came
Well, he
in on
did-
third downs and learned the offense slowly until he took it over. Just because the person in front of him doesn't use their legs doesn't mean that
Well,
you
let me
can't
ask you
use
this.
your
Let me ask
legs.
you this. I understand. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter who the second string quarterback is. They're gonna come in with a different offense, hopefully.
Right.
My point is, let's erase my point. Okay, let's say this. How long are you expecting Trubisky to be starter if Malik Willis is behind?
If Malik Willis is
Oh,
behind,
anybody.
okay. So here's the thing. If Malik Willis is behind, or Malik
just
Willis
a generic
or
a generic quarterback. I'm not even talking about
All right.
quarterback number 2.
Trubisky can
quarterback
take us
number
through.
1.
Trubisky can literally take us through a year, as
Of
long
what?
as a whole full season. As long as his play is putting us in positions where
It's
we
not
have
like-
the opportunity
it's not
to
like
win.
you
As long as he's not giving the game away to the other team. But when
So
your play, go ahead.
So you're saying you're hoping that he doesn't play like he has been playing?
I'm saying that I hope that he takes what he saw in Buffalo
It produces that.
and produces, a competent quarterback, not a quarterback that's going to quit on his
better
team.
than what we had.
Yes,
Is he better than Heineke?
yes, he has a better arm.
Ooh, he's a better arm. He does.
That is
He has a
better.
better arm, right? The only thing that okay, people act like we have a terrible offensive line. Y'all do realize that we
No, we have a good offensive line.
right. We have a really, really good offensive line.
Okay, chill out.
Without a
Not
medical
really.
staff,
Not
last
really,
year,
really
right?
good.
Just
They're
don't over-
really, really good.
don't
They're
overshoot.
really. When I say really good, I'm telling you like this. With a quarterback like Taylor Heineke, what you should have done was lean on your running game. When we went on our 4-game winning streak, we ran the ball more than we threw the ball. He is not a 40-pass quarterback, right? He's a 20-pass quarterback. You lean on your run game, and you come off of that play action and hit him down the field every now and again because he didn't have the arm to throw a 60-yard bomb. Trubisky has that arm.
He does.
Right?
He does.
So what do they say about like RG3, right? When we had RG3, he was reading half of the field. So if you running the ball, you can have those 2-3 man combo routes where you layer the defense so that the quarterback can read it. Now you got me digging in my bag, right? So you can layer the offense to attack the defense in shallow, mid, and deep, and have that quarterback read just that side of the field until you bring them along further in your passing game, where you start having all these crazy combinations and things like that, like Pat Mahomes does or Tom Brady has, right? There are ways to do this, but they didn't do that with Taylor Heineke. His arm is terrible for one, and he had to prove to himself and to the team that he could make it through a full season without an injury, because that's his first time doing it.
Yeah.
So
his capacity wasn't what it was.
Right.
But does Scott Turner plays for him? That's another question. But before we go deeper, so just want to make sure we're clear with the time we got right now. Two-Pick is saying, Washington, if we don't get Russell Wilson, I think all of us on the panel agree that's our number one. Is that our number one, Russell Wilson, gentlemen?
That's my number one. That's my number one.
All right.
For sure.
So everybody agrees that
You have three.
laboring Russell Wilson. If we don't get Russell Wilson, Two-Pick said we could probably get by with a Trubisky and a draft and hopefully get Willis.
So you're discounting the guy in Texas, right? Because we don't know.
No. And then trust me, listen, I would love for Deshaun Watson. I probably would throw a parade myself, right? I would march up and down my neighborhood, and I'm here in Texas, that we got Deshaun Watson, because that guy with no help won 4 games by himself, right? In a 16-game season, he won 4 games by himself. Now, if you put him on a squad with Terry Allen, Gibson, let's say De'Ami Brown actually wakes up and catches more than 10 passes because he caught 11 passes this year. You put him on with him, Curtis Samuel, you bring him back, and let's say Bates is the tight end, and Bates is slow as molasses, right? I think my grandma, who passed away a couple of years ago, can outrun John Bates, right? But if you put Deshaun Watson on that team, we own the East. I'm telling you, we will own the East.
He's the number one quarterback. He's the number one quarterback in our division.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely, because all of those linebackers and that front that Dallas has that gave us fits.
Before we go too far, there's a possible criminal case against Deshaun Watson coming up.
No, who said?
This is a big fantasy. We're seeing certain communities go to jail for less than this. Okay, so he has a pretty serious case. There, the criminal aspect of it has not been laid out, and we know from the community that he comes from that there's a high chance that something like this might happen. So that's not even go down that route. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna say that the guy from Seattle is probably our number one choice.
Yes, most definitely.
Because of that. You know what I'm saying? Number one choice. Now, Mitch, I don't know if I would want him on my team personally. I'd rather go Mariota route myself. I'm going to go a lesser guy. I'm going to go with a guy that can run the read option with Gibson a little bit better, with a strong arm. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Mariota has a strong arm. He's a little bit more of a playmaker with his feet.
Yep.
If we do draft Willis from Liberty down the street from here, I like Mariota and Willis are similar players running. They can run and throw and stuff like that. They're more similar. You know what I'm saying? Willis has a stronger arm, is more of a playmaker with the arm talent, a better arm talent. But those two guys are more of a connect. If I gotta get a second guy, I'm going with Mariota. That's my pick. Is Mariota. I can't get the guy from Seattle. The old man in Green Bay is not going nowhere. I don't think he's going anywhere. I can't get the guy in Houston because he may be going down, unfortunately, like a lot of people in our community goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going with Mariota, and I'm trying to move up in the draft to get Willis because I believe now because of his potential, he's moving up. You know what I'm saying? In the draft. There's a lot of people out there that like quarterbacks. A lot of people need quarterbacks. And unfortunately, you got Giants got 3 picks. I think the Giants got 2 picks.
The Giants they got 2. Philly has 3.
Philly got 3. Denver needs a quarterback. Tampa Bay needs a quarterback. There's so many teams out there that need a quarterback.
Hey, Big Al, I want y'all to do something for me, right? So, have y'all done these like these mock drafts that you can do yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like on the Draft Network.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been on there, and Malik Willis never gets past Denver.
Yeah, I know.
He's the first one off.
Every one that I do, he's always the first one off. Like, he never gets past Denver. I actually went and drafted. I did a draft, so that I wound up drafting before Denver, and I took a linebacker or something, and Malik Willis still, because the draft outcome is it'll mess the algorithm up.
Yeah.
but Malik Willis still never got past Denver. So what you speaking
Pittsburgh
of?
has already said they were aggressively trying to move up to get him. There's some teams out there that really like him.
If you want your number one pick as a quarterback, you got to move up to number 6 at least, if not higher.
Right.
Because everybody before that, I mean, the Giants got 2 picks. I think they had 2 picks in front of us.
The Giants have 2 in front of us.
Yeah. But Philly got 3.
They said they're going with they're going to keep Jones, but
they not.
And that's what I told y'all, but y'all
They
didn't
not
want to.
doing that.
I told y'all they will stay pat. I'm telling you.
They
Listen,
said.
Deacon, what was your quarterback prediction?
I was going to say Mariota too. I was going to say Mariota just because you talking about a former number 1 pick a while ago, but when you see him, he flashes. He has good legs. He has a good enough arm, better than Heineke, and I think he reads the defenses better. When he did play, he was more of a reserved quarterback, where he wasn't trying to get the ball away. He wasn't throwing the ball away a lot. He was more of a dink and dunk kind of quarterback, could get it down the field, read option type of thing, where he can use his legs. And that this is assuming we're going to get Malik Willis as well. I just don't like Trubisky. He's a 1-year wonder in North Carolina. He came in, he didn't really do anything for the Chicago until 1 year, and then after that 1 year, he sucked again. So I mean, yeah, he's bigger. He's probably got a better arm, but I just feel more comfortable with Mariota being.
Mariota's under contract, right?
Yeah, it's going to be
1 more year.
Yeah, it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, so I mean, we still gotta give up an asset, right? We still gotta give up an asset. And my thing is, like, we found Terry McLaurin as a.
He's a second string quarterback that they're not going to use it because they just signed their number 1 quarterback. So they look to move him.
But you don't have to move your second string quarterback. Chase Daniel's been in the league forever.
I know, but do you want a second string quarterback that just wants to be a second string quarterback? I don't think Mariota just wants to be a second string quarterback. Well, he had to be number 2. He couldn't be number 1. I think Mariota has the potential to be number 1, at least for.
But guess what? When you want the contract and you got a new coach, and if your number 1 quarterback go down, your backup quarterback is supposed to win you 3 games. So would you rather have traded away, right, your guy that could possibly win you 3 games, or keep him and say, you know what, you can keep that 4th round pick that you thought you was going to get for a starting quarterback. And then even if they want to give them to us, right, they know that we're desperate for a quarterback. They're going to try to fleece us.
Yeah, man, anybody's going to fleece anybody who's looking for a
quarterback. We're going to overpay no matter what.
What you got to do. This is what's going to happen.
We're going to overpay. We're a bad team. We're going to overpay no matter what. We'll get fleeced no matter what.
I think he's not under contract, because my understanding was last year when we was looking at Mariota, the Las Vegas Raiders signed him to a 1-year, $10 million contract for a backup. So I don't think he's actually under contract. I could be wrong. It could have been 2 years, but I think he's off his contract. He's a free agent. But hey, listen, hopefully we get one of the big 3. I don't think so, but Trubisky makes my stomach hurt. I just think that's what we're not going. We got the third worst playoff schedule, not playoff schedule, but the schedule next year in our division, right? I just don't think with him we can even go to the playoffs with that, and we get an extra playoff team.
We ain't gonna get Trubisky, okay? You act like they about to sign the deal.
Hold on, hey, look.
Can I get mine in real quick,
Jay-Z? I know you like crab legs, Jay-Z. I know you like crab legs.
Thank you. I love crab legs. And I've got another one, and I'm looking at them equal. I could flip a coin. They could play rock, paper, scissors, and I wouldn't be mad.
Equal to
what? Bridgewater and Winston. These 2 gentlemen have proven track records of being a quarterback that can move a team. They have, to a certain degree, a winning type of mentality. I think the only reason why Jameis is even on the question right now is because of the drama in New Orleans. But ideally, that one of those 2 and a draft pick, I'm satisfied. I think both of them are better than Mariota. I do.
Sure.
I think.
Can I ask you a question?
Ask away.
I know I keep cutting people off. I have to ask you.
Nobody's going to
get
get
top of my head.
No, I didn't say Trubisky. I said Bridgewater and Crabtree.
Winston, baby, Winston.
Okay. Outside of New Orleans, who has an outstanding coach? Bridgewater hasn't done anything. He went to Carolina, didn't do nothing. Got traded to Denver, still didn't do nothing.
What? I'm sorry. Bridgewater was the living water for both of those teams when he got there. All those teams were in obscurity until he showed up.
We're in this obscurity.
What? Denver?
We're in this
obscurity. No, this is what I'm saying to you. Right. But here's what I'm saying. Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston came into Washington and beat the brakes off us. He forgot?
You can't forget because that was a game we should have won.
Thank you. And that's my point. But you know why we lost? Listen, here's what I'm saying. Why we lost because you got a quarterback, or we got quarterbacks that when like they're in the headlines with headlights now when those things happen. And somebody who is, truth be told, a wild dude, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to being behind the center or off the, field, was able to beat down your boy Ron Rivera, your boy Scott Turner, and your boy Jack Del Rio. So my point is, if he's available, let's take that weapon, let's utilize him, and get a draft pick. And then, hey, if he starts to do something else, whatever, that's when your draft pick comes in. And you still got Heineke, who's not going anywhere. He's definitely your third string. So, hey.
Heineke's under contract. So my other question here is, so if we go, let's say we go get a Mariota. What pick are you giving up?
I'll give him a fourth.
Well, I think we're gonna have to overpay to get anybody. I just think that right now, even Mariota, we're gonna have to overpay. I think we're gonna overpay. We got to give him
his potential is better than more than his worth probably right now.
Yeah. So I personally feel like if he's still on the Raiders team and still sign up on for the Las Vegas Raiders, they're gonna ask for a third. We're gonna overpay. And we might have to give him a third for $2 million. We might have to give him $25 million for 2 years or something like that too. Because our team is the Commanders right now is a new franchise basically. We're not a good team. We're not a good team perceptually, and we're desperate for a quarterback. So we're gonna overpay no matter if we go out and get my guy from Seattle. If we go out and give a boy from Seattle, we probably gonna give up 3 number ones and Payne or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So whoever we get, if we have to do any kind of trade or anything like that, we're going to overpay. And whoever we pick up, if we pick up your boy from Buffalo that we've been talking about, he's probably going to get a big check from us because he don't want to play for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we probably have to pay him $25 million for those 2 years or 3 years. He's not even worth that. So we're going to overpay no matter what because of the situation that we in, and plus the high demand for quarterbacks.
So the reason I was asking that question is because of this right here. So say that we go get a Mariota, we give up let's say
a third.
I think let's say we give up a third, right? We give up a third, and let's say we give up a second for next year. Because we're going to have to overpay, right? So we give a third this year and a second for next year. But that second can maybe rise up to a first if he take us to the playoffs. So if he take us to the playoffs, that second round pick goes to a first round pick. So with this draft right here, you have your first pick and your second pick. You're missing your third. What position do you go after with that first pick?
Well, we got to go quarterback. Yeah. I mean, I think even though next year is a better year for quarterbacks, probably college quarterbacks coming out, I still think that because of Ron in his position, especially Ron too as a coach, he's in his third year, he has to find him a quarterback this year, no matter what. So I personally think we will either move in. We might still have to move up to get the quarterback that we like. You know what I'm saying?
They don't do that in
Mariota. So I personally feel like this Commander year, we're trying to put butts in the seats. We're trying to build a new stadium out there in Loudoun County by Dulles Airport. We're going to have to get butts in the seat. So we're going to overpay, and we're going to do some, we're going to have a big red Commander jet flying all over the place, picking up free agents. We're going to try to get that wide receiver that's out there. We're trying to get that middle linebacker. We're going to overpay for the whole thing. because we in a bad situation as far as fandom. We the only fans left. We you know what I'm saying? So to get your money, you gonna have to go ahead and overpay. It ain't gonna be a cheap year. It's not gonna be a cheap year. You gonna have to pay.
Well,
no matter what.
Well, we're sitting pretty there because right now, we're sitting at 27 million under the cap. Plus the cap's supposed to rise by like another 23, 24. Right, so that'll put us at 50. So we have dumb money to play with. So I'm thinking that if we still had that number 1 and number 2, we go get one of these 100 tackle getting linebackers. I like the kid out of Georgia. I like the kid out of Utah. Is it Utah?
It's Utah.
Yeah. Lloyd. That's his last name? Lloyd. Mm-hmm. He's out of Utah. So you give me a quarterback of the defense. So you're right, Al, with a quarterback. But I take a quarterback of the defense, and then I'll take whoever's left in that second round, even if it's the kid out of Nevada.
Oh,
right?
Shoot, no.
Ritter could be there. Sam Howell could be there, right? And the knock on Sam Howell is that he's about Baker Mayfield's height, maybe 6 foot at the best. 6'1".
I heard he was like 5'10", man. I'm hearing 5. I heard the dude from the one we're talking about is only 6 feet.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis is only
Malik
6
Willis. Malik Willis is 6 foot.
Yeah, but
right?
he plays like he's 7 foot tall, man.
He plays
big. He plays big.
So if you have a Mariota, right? I'm gonna go with your scenario. You have a Mariota. Now you really gonna let this kid sit and marinate because you know Mariota can do it. He's got the legs, he's got the arm. So you really had the time to let this kid sit. So why draft at number 1 a quarterback that's going to sit?
When has Washington ever?
Man, there you go, making sense. When you know doggone well Washington don't make no sense.
We don't
develop nobody.
I think it's the lottery system. When you go out and buy lottery tickets, you buy as many tickets as you can to hit that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the NFL these days is about quarterback. If you don't have a decent quarterback, or you have a playmaking quarterback, you're not going to win in the NFL. So I'm buying all the lottery tickets I can till I hit. We've been a terrible franchise. Unfortunately, Deacon's guy, the owner, is not a good developer of an organization. He struggles in it. So we got to hit on this quarterback. We have to hit. So I'm buying all the lottery tickets I get. I'm putting my draft picks, my number 1 pick, and I'm keep rolling the dice until I get a quarterback.
So Al, I think Al is like he's gonna get a quarterback in the first round, and then he's gonna turn around in the 4th round, and he's gonna draft another quarterback.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like your boy did. Remember your boy did that when we got RG and
RG3. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. That was a gift to his son, though.
So if you getting a quarterback of the defense this year, when are you gonna get a quarterback? Because Mariota isn't the long-term project. He isn't the long-term area. So what you do next year?
No, I would literally go second round.
Yeah, but
I'll go second round because I still have Taylor Heineke.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
I still have Taylor Heineke.
You don't want Taylor Heineke playing. We've seen that game.
Okay, so listen, if we're picking a quarterback in the 2nd round, 3rd round, or 4th round, that kid really ain't ready to play.
You're right. That's why we don't pick him.
So that's why I'm gonna take a quarterback in the 2nd round, and then I'm gonna take another one the following year when the quarterback
in the 3rd round.
Plentiful. No. The folling year.
In what round?
Round 1.
Okay.
Because we're going to suck.
By that time, you're gonna have a whole new coaching staff there, and we suck next year with the schedule we got. We gonna have a whole new coaching staff. Ron don't have time for that. Ron got to win this year. Ron got to win more than 7 games this year.
Yeah,
he has to win more than 7 games this year.
Yes, sir, Al. And gentlemen, pull this back in, because all we're doing is dreaming, and all we're doing is thinking, and we're looking at it. And at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen in Washington. We're going to get to that moment, and it's going to get to that very, very crucial time. And Washington's going to go to the podium. They're going to pull out a punter. The punter, first round punter out of Elon College. And you're going to be like, it's just like we were. And a lot of things. And we're going to make excuses. He's a great punter, though. I mean, you know how it goes.
We ain't had no choice.
Hey, when we got the best punter in the league already in Tress Way, we'll go to the podium and select another one.
We're gonna get another one. That's what I'm saying. Go get another one to back him up, and they're gonna say Tress Way. You can't hold on to him no more. So, hey, we got a second string punter. Anyway, all that to say, we're having a good time here, man. We want to thank, because we sitting here, the OGs. We watch from the stands, but we got somebody first string, Mr. Toothpick, right here, man. Tell us about your show, man. Tell the fans, tell everybody where to find you, man.
You can find us at First String Podcast on YouTube. We're on Twitter. You can follow me. My show is streamed to my Twitter page at Toothpick74. Also to our First String page as well on Twitter. And you can find us there, YouTube, Twitter. And we're going to be on Twitch soon as I can get that going. My show, man, since it's the NBA season, we got this thing we got this thing called a 4-piece. We're gonna lead our shows off with that during the NBA season, because we try to get these games in where we pick 4 games this week. So we got 3 college games coming up and 1 NBA game for tonight. So get on over, check us out. We keeping stats and facts about our picks, and we over there have a lot of fun. We chop it up. We keeps it loose, just like y'all.
And if you haven't had a chance, you need to do it right now. As soon as this show ends, go to First String Podcast, man. It's an awesome show. I enjoy watching it, man. Shout out to all the brothers that be on the First String Podcast. Hilarious.
Right.
Check it out. Hey,
we gotta get y'all over there too.
Coming on, man. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. Apologies, brothers. Mr. Pick. Here on the OGs and DMP, we have one special thing that we do for all our guests that come on.
All right.
And this is where it gets a little crucial. So I need you to, buckle up.
Okay.
Put your mouthpiece in, because, this is where it is now. All right.
There's only one wrong answer.
Focus. I need you to focus. All right. You got it? Got the focus on? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Deacon.
There's only one wrong answer.
Don't get
you kicked off the show.
You have to choose your team of 3. You have to pick Grasshopper. Your team of 3. Think about it. Don't rush.
Martial arts specialist now. Martial arts specialist, movie great.
Everybody on here has a pedigree. Everyone. This has been proven.
Some less than others.
I've done. As you can hear the brothers lobbying as they do here in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Trying to put you in certain directions. I'm going to stay pat. Hey, I chose.
This one brother, man, he is so.
Chill out.
Hey, so listen, I'm already going Bruce Lee. Boom.
Okay.
That's my first choice right off.
You missed one.
Because if you did not choose him, we would have had to be forced to never invite him back on the show.
Okay. Yeah, so I like Jet Li. Jet Li. Jet Li is one of my favorites as well. I like Jet Li. You can't
slow down.
Are you saying you're choosing Jet Li?
Jet Li is one of your team.
Yeah, he's on my team. Yeah, so
I got 2 points. One more left.
One in 7. I want you to be very careful with this next one. There's a landmine in here somewhere.
Oh, I see the landmine.
Okay,
one more left, baby.
Some people say.
Hey, man.
You said martial arts, right? Martial arts.
Your 3.
Hey, but they great actors too.
Hey, no.
Man, see, okay, so, this is crazy.
You see him? Go ahead.
No, I'm
gotta get your 3 that's gonna get you through, because everybody picked their 3. Who's gonna win the tournament, man? You gotta think like that.
Man, I'm going 12. I can't remember his name right now.
Got D-Man. Ip Man.
Yeah, the Ip Man.
Okay.
That's gonna get me through, man.
Can we get a round of applause for my man?
Hey, man, you missed that on 5, man.
No, I did not miss out on
1, 7, and 12.
5 and 11.
Hey, go back. So,
5 and 11, baby.
Deacon, so he
Van
can
Damme.
No, I'm not going with Van Damme. You think you can do a split? No. I would choose Ja White over Van Dam.
Come
Well,
on, man.
White.
Ja
I'm
White.
Ja.
Michael
Number
Ja
8.
White.
Michael
John
Jordan,
White.
yeah.
Michael,
Yeah.
I thought he said John White.
Now, you said like Michael Ja White and Van Damme are close in structure. Come on,
Nah,
Michael, he got 8 black belts.
Hey, man.
Michael John White is a monster. You
Yeah.
gotta look him up.
He can kick butt. He can kick butt, but I can't take him over the Imp Man.
There you go. I like his choices. I think he was solid, man. Hey, that's why
I'm
we
hurt,
have
man. You ain't pick Van Damme, man. I'm hurt.
Hey, you think that's something? Hold on, I got something for y'all, right? So, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can share this with y'all. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to share something with y'all, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't because I will have to upload it. But here it is. I got it for myself anyway, so I can see it. But you got to choose who's going to win this 7-game series, okay? All right. So in this 7-game series, you have on one team Shaq, Giannis, Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe. That's Shaq's team. We're gonna call that Team Shaq. On the other side, you got Wilt, Kevin Garnett, Magic Johnson, KD, Steph Curry. Who wins the 7-game series?
First one.
The first team again. You want the first?
I'm always gonna go with MJ, man. I'm going with MJ.
Michael
They
Jordan.
get too big.
Michael Jordan with Shaq.
Michael
Yeah,
Jordan with Shaq.
athletic.
And
And then
Kobe.
you got Giannis.
Then you got Giannis.
And then who's the other guy?
You got I just killed it.
Giannis,
Okay,
you
hold
got
on.
Jordan, you got
You got
You got
Giannis,
Giannis.
Shaq, Jordan, Kobe, and
Kobe.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Come on, man. That's
But
not
don't-
fair.
Now y'all better look at the other side, man. You got
No.
Wilt.
I
You
looked
got
at
good
that.
team. You
Wilkes-
got good
Wilkes-
shooters.
Come
You
on,
got
man.
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
You
Kevin
got
Garnett ain't stacked.
Giannis a killer.
Magic Johnson, who can play all 5
Magic
positions.
Johnson.
But Magic Johnson can't play against Shaq.
Okay, and
I mean,
then
he
you
can't play
got-
the 5 in that
Then
team.
you got the Slim Reaper and Kevin Durant and
KD.
and then you got the babyface assassin, Steph Curry. Come on now.
That's basically what you just said was Golden State with the bonus players versus the greatest of all time. I'm sorry.
Nah.
That's just not.
I'm seeing Jordan locking somebody down. I'm seeing Kobe locking somebody down.
Kobe
You
was
know
on
what
the
I'm
team with Jordan.
Kobe was on the team with Jordan. Kobe and LeBron. LeBron don't play no defense unless it's a
LeBron
chase
don't play
down.
no defense. I
Hey,
see
wait a
LeBron.
minute. Hold up. If LeBron got a coach to say, take your big ass in the lane like you supposed to, there's nobody stopping LeBron. Wilt's gonna move for LeBron, man. Come on. Stop.
Yeah, you got Shaq in the middle now.
LeBron just
Shaq
like
in the middle.
LeBron
Hey,
just likes to be finesse, but he's not a finesse player.
And you got to think about the
I
era,
appreciate
too.
y'all. I got to get over to my channel.
Right
now.
on, right
Absolutely,
on.
man.
Thank you, y'all.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you for the bonus. I like that. That's the first time. Lock
Yeah.
this in, Deacon.
I
First
got
time
it.
a
Yeah.
guest came back at us at the same thing. That earns you 2 more visits, so get ready. I'll be calling you up.
All right.
Hey, and if you just got here at this time, if you haven't, you want to go to First String Podcast, Toothpick74 on Twitter. Check him out. Also, like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe to this channel. What you hear is DMV's finest go-go, and we are out of here. Thank you very much.
Right on.
You did try, you got to do